Hey team, Josh here with Juniper Meat Company Wild Game Processing. This video is going to be a quick overview of some of our analytics and statistics from last year's, our 2024 wild game processing season. Going to go over some patterns and trends that we found and identified. More importantly, we're going to be talking about how many pounds of this we were able to get from this. So let's jump in. Okay, so first up are the big numbers. Our totals. We did 247 animals this year as opposed to 93 animals last year, which is a 265% increase in our year-over-year production. What we received by month, we got 24, 42, 68, 38, 30, 29, 16. Down here it's broken down by species. We had 151 elk, 82 deer, 11 moose and bison, and then 3 beef cows. And looking at a little correlation analysis between elk and deer and the months that they came in, what I could take away and glean is that October was a hooker. Pause. All right, just for context, there was one Saturday in October where I had to turn away 110 people that needed to drop off animals for processing. It was absolutely insane. Okay. So in 2024, we received these animal types. They were boned out, they were quartered, or they were whole. Boned out was very rare. Probably the most common way that people brought their animals to me were in quarters. As you see, 68 elk, 47 deer. Now this metric right here is what most everyone wants to know about. It's meat yield from the carcass. So we have it broken down by elk, deer, and antelope, and bison, and moose. Again, boned out, whole or quartered, however they were brought to me. For whole animals, we are getting almost near 50%, and that's pretty close every single time. Boned out animals, obviously it's a lot higher. There's no bones to deal with. For quartered animals, 67, 66, 65. We're right there at that 66% of meat yield. What this tells us is, between myself and our cutters, we're extremely consistent. And number two, there is room for improvement. I want to be on this quartered animal, which comes in the most, I want to be in the 70s. The whole animals, I want to bump that up a little bit to the 55, 60 range. And then for our boned out, I want to be over 85. Again, this is going to tell us where to work on, where to focus our efforts to be more efficient, and then to provide the customer with the most meat back as possible. Pause. Now, after I made the video, retrospectively, there's a piece of data that I hadn't added yet. That's a huge factor in meat yield and the weight that's given back to the customer. A lot of times, most of the blame is placed on the hunter that it came into the shop dirty with ingest or fecal matter or milk or things, and that the meat is unusable or that a lot had to be trimmed off. So that's part of it. However, during the hanging phase, after it comes into my doors and goes into the cooler, the carcass loses 2 pounds of water weight due to dehydration per day up to 10 days. Then after 10 days, it's about 1 pound a day until it kind of tapers off. But that's 2% of the whole animal's hanging weight that just evaporates. It's my acknowledgement and it's an accountability to me to get these animals processed as fast as possible, prudently, and it can be most economical for the customer. So with all these numbers in mind, here's kind of a real world situation. So for whole deer, we averaged 90-pound deer being dropped off, which yielded 48 pounds, which was a 53% yield. Now on whole elk, we averaged 300 being dropped off, which was 153 pounds yielded, which is a 51% yield. All right, switching gears over to our quartered animals, we received on average 55 pounds of deer, which yielded 36 pounds of meat, which was a 64% yield. So for quartered elk, we averaged 170 pounds, which is a 115 pound yield, which is a 66% yield. So that about does it. In only our second year as processors, this was a good data sample to get analytics from. This analysis helps establish expectations, and so next year we hope to continue the trend of tripling our production until we at least reach 1,000 animals per year. If this information was helpful in any way, or these are conversations you've had with your friends, feel free to share this or pass it along. But again, my job is to continue to improve and get my customers back as much meat as possible. Good luck to everyone in the big game draws, and keep us in mind for all your wild game processing up here in Northern Utah. Thanks again, and as always, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We're going to continue to put out ridiculous videos that are informative and entertaining at least. So with that said, I'm out.
In 5, 4, 3.
Good, Terry. Wayne, Garth, don't count along. We see your mouths moving. Again.
In 5, 4, 3.
Guys, you're nodding. Once again, Terry.
In 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, welcome to Waynesville. Party on, Garth.
Party on, Wayne.
New York,
Hey, we're in New York.
I got a gun. Let's get to a Broadway show. Or say you want to go to Texas. Howdy, partners. Let's raise and rope broncos.
Or imagine being able to be magically whisked away to Delaware. Hi, I'm in Delaware.